I'm here with KSI in the RF Ideas booth, and I'm here to talk about keyboards and prox readers that we put into the keyboards. So we've been a long time partner of RF Ideas, building authentication pieces into a product, into the keyboard. And there's a couple of reasons why we have done this, and we've been doing this in healthcare for almost 15 years. But the number one reason is today, if you do use prox readers, a lot of facilities and hospitals use standalone readers, and the question becomes where to put that reader. And there's actually two kind of big driving factors for why a hospital would choose a solution like ours. So up here you see we have an RFID reader and a fingerprint reader. For a lot of hospitals who require things like Confirm ID, e-prescription, they need both of these. So one of the dilemmas that hospitals have is actually a pure USB limitation. So if they're using a zero or a thin client, plugging it into a monitor, there's no place for all those devices to go in. So that's one reason. The second reason that a hospital would choose to use this integrated solution is where do you put them? Literally, a lot of hospitals, whether it's on a cart or on a wall unit, there's just no areas to actually put that device. So you see here, without the keyboard, with the keyboard, the desktop is much, much cleaner. So what drives a lot of that? Well, it is what I talked about with Confirm ID. In order to do electronic prescriptions of controlled substances, you have to do dual authentication. And so the fingerprint becomes one of those really important criteria. When we first started selling keyboards, and actually one of our clients here doesn't know about this yet, I don't think, most of the hospitals say we love the idea of integrating a device that is one cord, because all these things go through one cord, but we can't buy your keyboard because we only buy washable keyboards. So an interesting little tidbit on that is that the hospitals that do buy washable keyboards, guess what they never do with them? Wash them. And they're intended to go into sinks, into dishwashers. No one does this. It's just not something that happens. I'm going to play a quick little video. This is from NBC.
The phone, the keyboard, the bacteria. And when your coworker sneezes, listen to this. Researchers at MIT found the smaller drops from a sneeze could land up to 26 feet away. Gross. So how gross is our office? That's right. We're testing ourselves here at NBC headquarters. Okay. This is my office right here. Welcome to my office. I get right to work swabbing my keyboard. We're testing for the general presence of germs, and anything over 100 is a fail. Oh, God. 790. Nearly 8 times the acceptable level of bacteria, and I use this every day. Experts say wiping down your stuff with disinfecting wipes will protect you, but does it really? After cleaning for a few seconds, I swab the keyboard again. And there it is. A huge difference. Look at that. We're in the acceptable level now. Just 53. Anything under 100 is good. So I can type again. And it was that easy. Just a few seconds of wiping.
I just thought that was really apropos, that video, because the keyboard is the second dirtiest thing in a hospital. Do you know what number one is typically? He got it. He should get an award. He's like, I've asked that question several times, but phones are very, very, very dirty. So at any rate, we came up with a solution that's on your keyboard and on all our keyboards. There's a cleaning button on every board. And unlike when you saw him wipe the keyboard down, well, if you did that in real life, you'd actually be inputting data, deleting files, putting files in. So what this button does is it disables it. Not only does it disable it, but we can audit that. We can control and do schedules against that. So it's not about a keyboard being washable and thrown in a dishwasher. It's about it being easy to wipe down. So we put little reminders in the system tray. If it needs to be cleaned, it gets alert. And of course, in real time, we can tell who's wiping their keyboards down in real time. by department, maybe one department versus another would be more important to wipe down more frequently. So that's who we are. We have 3 product families. The one that you see here, which is a full-size keyboard, a rubber backlit keyboard for areas at like children's rooms where you don't want to turn lights on. Again, all including procs from RF Ideas, fingerprint, and we also do a standalone pod. So those are the 3 product families. We also do just standard keyboards. I have one here, which is just a standard keyboard, but it's got a cleaning function, backlit, mechanical scissor type switch technology in it. So with that, any questions that anyone have about this? We'd love to talk to you in regards to taking a look at one, evailing it,